So hey guys, I hope that you all have had a great day. So yesterday I asked in the group about what was the most challenging or the one symptom that gave you probably more trouble, that you were experiencing more than anything else. And I wanted to talk about my symptom that probably did more to hinder my healing and for me to figure out probably than anything else was my reactions to things which were caused by the mast cell activation, and it was really the last thing, even after I figured out that I had mold toxicity, until I read Toxic by Dr. Neil Nathan. He was the one that helped me to realize that that's what was going on. I had researched, and I don't know anything about I didn't know anything about all of this. I had researched, I knew I had food sensitivities, and I knew I was reacting to that, but I had no idea why, and I could not come up with anything. And then, of course, after I figured it out, then there's information everywhere. But anyway, and so I personally feel like that's what causes your body to have more of a reaction, like why people can tell they're in a moldy situation so easily they have to get out. Your mast cells are like your first defense that your immune system has when it is injured or something bites you or whatever. It's what causes the itchiness or all of those things that happen when you're having reactions. It's your mast cells that are doing that. And so when that is damaged by mold or any other kind of toxin, or because the inflammatory response has started, and when that goes crazy, I just feel like that's really when you know something is going on. Now, I think one of the reasons why it took me so long to figure out that mold was the issue is because I, for whatever reason, did not have boom reactions when I was around mold. And so it was hard for me to pinpoint that that's what it was. It was really subtle. And so it was just not like, oh gosh, I can't be in this place because there's mold in here. It wasn't like that. It was just one of those things that built up, and the more inflamed my body got, and then that's when I started to reacting to everything. And that didn't take place all of the time. And so that's why it was. And plus, with the mast cells, like usually people get rashes and they get all of these visible symptoms, and that didn't happen for me. The main symptoms that I get is, first of all, motility. First of all, I get and I know, y'all, I'm going to talk about this stuff because this is a big deal with trying to work with all of this. And I'm not taboo. Digestive stuff is not taboo for me. It is a part of life, and we got to be able to talk about it. But yeah, my motility and I would, first of all, my stomach would do crazy things, usually just right after, and then I'd have diarrhea. And then after that, my motility would just stop. And then after that, it was just a spiral. And it took me for so long to figure out what was going on. The next thing, I would get really tired and my energy level would go down. I would sort of get post-nasal drip. My eyes would get red, sort of. Sometimes when I was really bad and my liver was really messed up, my eyes would get yellow. Yeah, and then after the fatigue and all set in, and then I'd have to use the bathroom all the time, like urinate, and then my hips hurt because I got that interstitial cystitis like stuff, and can't sleep at night, heart palpitations, and then emotional stuff. And yeah, that's when I got really, really crazy. Sad, depressed, and no self-control. Oh, one of the first things too was a lack of motivation. And I did not, and this was like really hard being a teacher, like not to be motivated to do stuff. That was really, really challenging, and I didn't know what was going on. And I knew like sometimes I would feel better than I did at other times, but yeah, that's really what was going on. And it will cause those kinds of things, and you have to pay attention. And I know that I'm speaking to the choir here because I know that you know all of this stuff, but and I really want to find the ones that don't. But anyway, so I would just like I hope that you are sharing about your symptoms, and you might help somebody else who's not aware of these things going on, and just to be able to talk about these things together. I wish I would have had this when I was figuring my stuff out. So let's just continue to share.